What is up, everybody? Jersey here from Window Cleaning Resource, and of course, here we go. Oh, I wish I could just pick up one of the toys just to like trigger her for the next 2 hours.
Back and better than ever.
Nice. Well, I have some interesting news.
Lay it on.
Our kids was sent home from school because of rain today, so go south.
Okay, but is it chilly rain?
No, it's 66.
What do you mean sent home from rain? Why?
Just a lot of rain, flooding and stuff. Literally, that's why I'm soaked and my hair looks like this, is because I'm trying to keep our house is flooding and downstairs. So I'm like mopping and running pumps and things. So, but anyway.
Yeah. You shoot the poo.
Still gotta shoot the poo. You got priorities, you know.
What kind of flooding?
What's up to everybody? By the way, my name is Jersey from WCR, windowcleaner.com, and of course, WCR Nation. This is Alex Lamborghini's the man, the myth, the legend. By the way, I think it was Thad that said that somebody asked for Chris or Alex Lamborghinis. So the last name's catching on, I'm pretty sure.
Cool.
There you go.
It's great to know. I appreciate it.
But what's going on to Chance Ross? Chance asked, how much do y'all charge? Been thinking about do some windows. I own a mobile detailing already. So he's looking at doing some windows, and he wants to know what we charge. So it's different everywhere you go. But I could tell you standard pretty much is about $10 inside and outside for a window. So it ends up
you can get more. Yeah, always aim for more, but
yeah. And you can get more. I was talking to somebody before, and they were talking about that they charge the max, and their max was like less than half of what I charge. I said, dude, I'm in the same market, man. We're like in the same state. I'm telling you, you can charge more. He's like, nah, not just in our area. The inevitable, my customers are different. I'm telling you.
No, they're not. They're all the same customers. You don't own a customer. Yeah. Someone says my customer, it's like they're just the next guy's customer.
Here's the thing.
That's the issue with people trying to sell things like window cleaning businesses to any kind of service business. It's like, well, I got my list of customers. It's like,
you have a list of customers.
You got a list of names.
Yeah. Well, with customers, something interesting to try, and I did this experiment and it worked amazingly. But try this year to double your price. Maybe not double, but increase it by 50% just for like a day. Everybody who calls, and see how many people actually go. You should be at 80% close rate. If you're closing 100%, it's not because you're awesome. It's because you're too low in your pricing.
Too cheap.
Yep.
Too cheap.
Good morning, Mr. Jacob Dell. How are you?
This is going back 10 years ago. 10 years ago, we were getting $15 for a window.
Yeah.
Hey, Peter.
So I'm hyping it up when you're talking about your window pricing.
10 years ago, you could get that money. Like, what are you doing not charging that money?
Yeah. Now, this is a storm window, but I was telling somebody because they were talking about storms. They had storms with actual cut-ups. And I said, our price on that one's $40 a storm. And they went, no way, it's impossible. You can't charge that here. It must be your area. I said, no, it's not. People understand that stuff sucks. Like, understand that people don't want to do windows. Understand it's a luxury, and understand that you can charge luxury prices. You go get a massage, some dude or chick rubs you down and charges you $100 an hour.
Well worth it, by the way.
Yeah, well, you know, it's a luxury. It's one of those things that you can kind of do everything from different. Just try it. Try to raise your prices.
Yeah, we had storm windows again going back 10 years ago. Crazy ones, very involved.
Yeah,
the outer dual pane.
Yeah. Then
like something crazy like 16 over 16. Like that was a $60 window. $60. Imagine paying $60 per window.
Well, and again, you are not your target audience. You're not your customer. I'm not my customer. I would never pay somebody to clean windows because that's what I do. So when people get in the mindset and they go, well, I couldn't imagine paying that. No, you couldn't. You're not the customer. People are out there buying $1,000 cars. Sorry, the spaceship just started there over by Alex. But
the noise.
I'm not that customer, but it doesn't mean they don't exist. So, but anyway, it is Lowell. Yes, it is because you're awesome. I know. He said he closes so much because he's awesome. By the way, I have $20 riding on Lowell today to beat Mr. Marcus Tanner at a speed contest. And Mark Tanner yesterday on the Squeegee Life podcast was very calm and like really trying to be understanding of Thad's disability of his dead arm. But he just had his arm in a sling because he messed up like his tendon or something.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have a dead arm, but I thought that was awesome. That made my day.
A dead arm.
I haven't brought it up to Thad yet that people are talking about his dead arm yet, but
wait, so Thad has a dead arm?
Yes, that's the word around the street. Now, yeah, that Sally at the truck stop, that is different than a massage. That we'll tell you when you're older, but that's a little bit different.
It's like a lot lizard.
Yeah, lot lizards. You know what's actually funny is I've seen semis before that say like no lot lizards. You know, because they like,
The boss put that there.
There's classes of everything. You know, there's like the fancy escorts. You know, that call themselves fancy names, and then lot lizards got to be at the bottom for that. I'm pretty sure. So.
Ooh. Yeah.
Well, that's it for Shoot the Poo. We'll never have this.
Yeah. Things got crazy.
Yeah. No. Thank you, Chance. By the way, jump into it just like you did with detailing. Go ahead and just get into it and see how things work. You're going to tailor it and you're going to change it. I know my first job I ever did, I bid it wrong, but I also took like 3 hours to do it, and I did it all the way up to like my business, and it took me like 17 minutes. So, you know, like eventually you realize how fast things go and yeah, but it's just like anything, jump into it. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. Second best time.
Yes. Yes. I love that saying. When's the best time to plant a tree? 20 years ago, 10 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah. By the way, you better be faster. I got money riding on you.
Nice. Want some action, Josh? What do we got? What are the odds?
We got a race today going on between Mr. TJ. I'm not allowed to call him T anymore, as in T Squeegee. He yelled at me. And then Mark Tanner. They're going to have a speed race. And I think he's going to pull out. I think TJ is going to get it just because Mark is an OG. You know, he's got some years on him, and I feel like Mark is more of kind of like the boss of the guys, maybe not out as much as TJ. So I got my money on TJ.
Think he's a little rusty? Maybe a little rusty?
I'm hoping. I actually got it with Mr. Joseph Henry Hardy, the most names in the industry. I actually have the bet going on with him. So
there's Joe.
Yeah.
Joe, I haven't seen you here in a while. Then again, we haven't really shot the poo that consistent this year.
Yeah.
It's been a busy year.
It has. We almost missed it today, but I got my kids were sent home from school because of the rain today. Early dismissal. They just called and were like, yeah, we're sending them all home. So anyway.
Wow.
Yeah. So
super weird.
Mopping right now. That's what they're doing.
So like, what do you have it coming in, like the back door, front door? Just like
our back. So here in North Carolina, we have clay. And clay doesn't absorb water like dirt does by you or in Wisconsin. So we put in a patio, and we had to run big 12-inch drainage and everything, and it still can't keep up with the amount of rain that we get.
Wow. That sucks, man. Sorry.
No, yeah. It's, we actually tiled that back room just for that reason because we knew there'd be maybe some water getting in there through the door. We put a high, threshold on there, and it still kind of comes in. So I got pumps out there now. Nip it in the butt. Well, that's hot lizards, the bucket bobs of the world's oldest profession. I love that. That may be a T-shirt. I don't know. We're gonna come up with some shirts. By the way, because the WCR apparel is so far down the list, I really think I'm starting to think about creating some interesting shirts just to get out there and
There are some shirts in the works, man.
Do you? Good. Like a Teespring or whatever, where you don't have to hold. You guys buy big pallets of sweatshirts and then sell them all out. And Teespring, man, you just come up with a design and that's it.
Trying to get stuff shipped all at the same time. So we're kind of doing away. Ooh, fancy pants. Kind of doing away with this logo. Not doing away with it, but branding more of this logo. Still got the squeegee fist in there. So
nice.
Love that squeegee fist. Yeah, so like on the shirt that you have, Josh, it's what we had at the convention when we want to look respectable. We'll put on a nice collared shirt, and that's what our banner had on it.
I know. I threw this on because my other clothes that I was wearing was completely soaked because I've been sitting in the downpour. So
you're calling that like you're old and moldy right there? That's what you're.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. So Joseph Henry Hardy just said, "I want my $20." We'll see. Mark is shorter and more compact speed, good looks, and that sweet squeegee necklace. My money's on Mini TJ. Oof.
That's like the second person I know with like a gold squeegee necklace. Joseph Sinta had one made, custom gold.
Nice.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty badass. That's like I'm a window cleaner and I'm a baller. What?
That's exactly it. That's pride. It's like squeegee tattoos, you know. What's up,
Bucket Bobs can't swing that.
What's that?
So Bucket Bobs can't swing that.
Oh, no, they can't. It's gold, man.
You got to charge more.
I know. What's up to Anthony Oliva? What's going on, man? Shoot the goose.
Love
here. Hanging out. Jacob Dell and his 4XLT, please. Listen, Jacob, cut your monster intake down. You're already on the realm of dropping XLs. You're dropping X's. Keep going. You drop down like 2 more, and then you're in the clothes that you can find.
I'm going to send you a large, and I want to see you fit that nicely.
Every day. Like the
in Atlanta.
In 6 months. She looks at the dress every day before she goes and works out because she knows she's got to get into it. Joseph Henry Hardy said, the country boy in me wants to know the story behind the deer horns on the shelf behind you. So
it was roadkill.
It was, yeah. No, actually, we woke up in the middle of the night with breaking glass, and he was in there. I strangled him down. No, I wish it was a better story, but no, I got a buddy in Kansas, and their deer out there are just insane. And we went through. He's like, "Oh, you want to see some antlers?" And he's got mounts on the wall. And I said, "Okay." Went in his garage, and he's got because they got like 4 or 5 brothers and all the cousins. They have hunt camps there, and all the horns they have just sitting in their garage. And I'm like, they're all monstrous, bigger than you've seen. And they're just like normal, ones they took. And he's like, "Hey, you want one?" And he gave me one. So for some reason, it's kind of hung out with, and I forget it's up there until people like you pointed out. But
now you kind of hunt, don't you? Not so much anymore.
I have a North Carolina lifetime hunter card thing, but I haven't really hunted too much here. We're trying to get some land. We'll see how that goes. But if I get land, then it'll make it easier. But hunting public, like, way doesn't make much
with everybody else. Yeah.
And I don't have anybody that's really big into hunting here, so it'd be like me, and I could take the family up to the land and then go hunt in the morning or something. And we'll see. We're trying. Yeah.
It's cool. I mentioned the roadkill before when I was in high school. This kid I graduated with hit a deer on the way home, and it started to run off, and he chased after it, caught it, and he didn't want to wait for the police to come and handle it, hit it himself.
So this is what I used to hunt.
Did your brother give that to you?
No, I actually got this from a guy who was an instructor. And I was going to put it in a glass case and say, in case of competition, break glass. But I didn't.
So is that just like decommissioned? Yeah.
So as people, it's on a stand that I have, but people think that it's somehow you can buy rockets for it somewhere. But it's like it shoots one. That one was actually used after it shot the real rocket. It was used to shoot a simulation thing. You can't reload it; they're not reloadable. So it's cool. no danger to anybody. But
do you think you'd have trouble if you tried to check that in your bag going to Atlanta this year?
I may. I don't think they'd even let me in the state of New Jersey with it. But
no, it's spent. I swear, it's spent.
Because the fact doesn't mean that people aren't going to still argue the fact. Speaking of water-fed poles and everything else,
Mm-hmm. Oh, did you see my little maker products?
I did. Those are now in the store also, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah, they come in a 3-pack. They're actually the way we rebuild things in here. My area now, there's just a little half wall here.
Yeah.
Half wall warehouse.
Nice. Isn't that nice?
It is, but it's very loud.
Yeah.
So you got these little guys in a 3-pack.
Nice.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, it's nice that they're durable. I like the shape. They get up, they don't bust your knuckle. It's such an easy concept, but it's such a good concept.
Totally. I use this today.
The unit just appeared behind you somehow.
I use this today to comb my beard and to pick fuzz from the back of a 6x9 pad from one of the handy sleeves.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
We were running out of those handy sleeves. There's only a couple left, but we have 400 coming at the end of the month. Can't get here soon enough.
If you guys don't know either, by the way, if you're watching, go ahead, comment, ask questions, want to see a product, ask Alex and see how fast he can go grab the product. But if you guys don't know, warehousing in general, not only is it noisy, but it is a bigger pain in the butt than you'd think a lot of times, especially with some of these things and fittings and stuff. And now the age that you still, are drop shipping some of the larger things. We don't carry all the pressure washers in house and stuff like that. Same day shipping still on them, but from a fulfillment place. So you still have like this gamble and jumping around. And Alex is one of those people that has to do that. I don't have to do any of that stuff, so I'm pretty excited about that.
Yeah, until we outfit your basement, your house with window cleaning supplies.
Chris did say he's looking at potentially, doing another warehouse somewhere in the country eventually, and so we'll see.
Mm-hmm. That'd be pretty cool.
I can't grow the beard. I mean, you can't be baby run a warehouse. It's just you can't do it.
Takes a bearded man, Josh.
Telling you what's going on to Jacob Williams. By the way, thank you. I think that was you that sent pictures from one of my Instagram posts. We're going to be posting those up too. If you haven't had a chance to follow me on Instagram or Facebook, check out WCR Nation or Jersey WCR Nation and follow me. That would be super swell if you could. Jacob said, grab the furthest thing away and see how long it takes. You have to tell us what that thing is.
Name a product. Come on, name a product. I'll go find one.
Yeah. But no, it is one of those things that's really pretty cool that we have you on the inside too. You're like the inside guy. So people sometimes will have problems. We just had a guy who was asking specifics on a pump direction or a cartridge direction and what it looked like. And I don't have the system. I don't use the system that he was running. So I talked to Alex, like, Alex, we need this. He's instantly within a minute. He's got the answers, pictures, everything you need. So it's really nice to have somebody on the inside, as much of a pain in the butt it is for you. Any release date on the new Morman bucket on a belt? Kevin, that bucket on a belt, I just thought you just saw it probably too at the IWCA. The thing is so cool. That is probably like the best bucket that I've seen used for especially Morman, but just in general. It just is super lightweight, super durable. Like there's baffles in the bottom for the. It's awesome. When does it come out? I don't know. The one down.
I'm being told March.
Yes, the one downside with Morman is they introduce things very, very far in advance, and then the dates that they tell us usually aren't quite right. So if they say March, expect April. But
it was supposed to be like November, then it was December, and then in December they said March. So
maybe we got through all the wrong guesses first.
Thinking so.
Nice. Yeah, that's exactly it. Jacob said the handy sleeve. That is from Maker Products. It's stinking awesome.
Oh, I ran and got that. Jacob said. I read it in the comments. I ran and got it real quick.
It's so much more convenient than you would even think that possibly could be. By the way, coolest guy in window cleaning, maybe tied with Mike the window guy. Mike the glass. What is he called? Mike the glass guy, right?
Glass guy.
Yeah. But Mr. Steve-O, what's going on, man? If you haven't checked his stuff out too, just search Steve-O, not the guy from Jackass, but window cleaner. Probably all those will pull up. He's got some amazing videos, and you can even watch him eat a sandwich in his truck. So pretty exciting stuff there.
A sandwich.
Yeah. Jacob said, does it leak? From what we're hearing, they do not. But remember, it is a new product. So being out and testing, they're testing it regularly, a ton of testing.
Rigorously.
But yeah, it is pretty awesome. So it's a different design. So there's not as much hand sewing that has to be done. So they're going to be out a lot, easier. You're not going to be out of stock like some of the other ones that we have. Like Maker Products makes a silencer version. It's always out. It's so much work that goes into it. So that's where that's not in there. And Steve-O just said probably August. So yeah,
Mr. Henry Hardy has a question that I can answer.
Yes, he said, what is the price point on the handy sleeve and how much are the pads?
So this is the complete. You can buy just the T-bar as well, but it fits on any 6-inch T-bar. IPC Pulex makes 2 of them, sort of Sorbo. So you can get just the T-bar. It's $13.95. The pad is $18.95. Or you get a complete for $29.95. But really, I mean, they're not going to wear out. Like, if you have a T-bar, you can just get one of these things. What is going to wear out is our stock. I'm almost out of these things. Like I said, I got a ton more coming. And then the new belt is coming too.
Complete, because that pad to get on there, it's not supposed to move, which makes it interesting to put on. So
there's almost no movement.
It's already on there, yeah. And that T-bar is surprisingly good. So
yeah, and honestly, having the swivel pivoting T-bar is kind of a big point of having this product, to make sure that it can swivel. So it's pretty cool. But it's, again, this isn't something you're gonna like consume a lot. Like, there's no reason it lasts you a long time. It's tough.
Yes,
sweatshirt I'm wearing.
Yeah, exactly. You broke up a little bit, but I think you were just saying there's no reason it's not going to last a long time, because it's one of those products that you're not super hard on. It clings to the towels and pads, so there's no real pads specifically for it. You can use anything on that there, Joseph Henry Hardy.
Yeah, Huck towels not so much. I did a live a week ago on that. Huck towel not great, but Etaray and Pulex Microfiber, amazing cling. Unger Micro Wipe, Ninja Micro Wipe, kind of. But it's the walnut and white pads fit amazing, as do the bronze and steel wool pads fit great. Yeah, and these little guys, these are $7.95 for a 3-pack.
Nice.
And I think the belts might be here tomorrow. The Trident belts. It's gonna be pretty cool. If they show up tomorrow, I'll do just a live on that too.
Yeah, that'll be cool. That's another nice thing, is the other media that you're putting out even in the morning is a lot of showing stuff and things. So we're trying to just create enough content for you guys to just watch as much as possible. This should be your like TV channel with everything. So, and if you're watching now and you like Alex's beard, then go ahead and give the heart for Alex's beard, because it's impressive, but you're looking old now. You're still babyface here, but you got gray. I don't know. It's like, it's tripping me out.
Sorry.
Usually beards make people look like older, but you look even younger with a beard.
Thank you.
Yeah. I don't know how it's possible, but there you go.
I'm like Benjamin Button.
Yeah. There you go. How much do the zero fish scales for? I'm sure Jacob just wanted to know how much they sell for. And then he said fit the next one. So how do zero scales? How do the fish scales fit on that T-bar? I think is what he's asking.
Pretty well.
Nice.
Pretty well.
Anything microfiber really just glues onto that, like Velcro-y stuff.
Yeah, it's tough. Like, if you're familiar with the Unger microfiber, it's it's a tighter weave. It's almost, it looks kind of shiny. That doesn't have much to grab onto. So the fish scale being a little bit more loose packed will cling on here really well.
Nice. Joseph Henry Hardy, Mr. Sweetheart himself, said, any chance they're going to eventually make them in different sizes? That's a good suggestion. I know that they may.
I believe so. I believe at least a 10-inch.
Yeah, and remember, it's a detailing towel or a detailing tool, basically. So you don't want it to go too big, because you're never going to use it on like an entire window. The biggest thing maybe is like wiping webs or something, as you have it in your pocket, if you're not using a Webster or something.
Yeah, and also the bigger you go, the less pressure you're able to put down. So having like an 18-inch, if you're actually doing some, little spot scrubbing, not going to be super effective.
Yeah. Adios to Steve-O. He is done. Again, check out his channel if you guys haven't had a chance to. Check out the Backflip Boys too. I don't even know if Jacob's doing anything, but he's got stuff out there too. There's a lot of content out there now. I mean, Joseph Henry Hardy's in the group. He's doing content. Jacob
does daily content.
Stuff, up his nose. Not stuff up his nose. He's taking video from up his nose, from in his car. So go watch some of his videos too. He doesn't post in our groups though. He's always posting in other groups.
Who are we talking about?
Jacob Dell.
Oh yeah, I never see Jacob videos.
Yeah, he's always in like spray
or pressure washing groups.
Yeah. But anyway,
totally. I get it.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys for everything, hanging out with us today. By the way, if you guys haven't yet, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Helps us track better. Make sure to subscribe to me anywhere you can find me on Facebook or Instagram. And Alex's favorite part of the day is we're talking about Nation. WCR Nation comes out tomorrow. Every Friday, it is a window cleaning podcast. It's great for anybody with a service business. Anywhere you can find podcasts. If you have comments and you want to write me and say, yo, the show sucks, the show is good, whatever, all the good ones, I'm going to start forwarding to Alex. So if you go ahead and just bombard my text with awesome comments about it, I'll send them all over to Alex so he can love it even more. But my number is on the screen. It's 862-312-2026. If you need anything, I'd love to help. And I'd love to help. So give me a call. We'll get anything ordered for you. Alex is in the office all day too, so call the main line. You'll get a hold of Alex. You can buy those brushes, makeup products, anything else. And go eat lunch, everybody. Have fun. I'm going to go drain my house. And, yeah.
If we sold floor squeegees, I would send one to you.
I would totally be here in time. Thank you.
Or a shop vac.
Yeah, no kidding. We got a pump running out in my backyard right now, so we'll see.
I'm so sorry. Go take care of business, man.
No worries. All right, guys. Have a great one.
Bye.